Was Evola a Sufi? Well, I actually think it doesn't matter that much. I mean, if you read Evola, some would falsely sort of read him as an atheistic thinker, but he certainly isn't. Evola is a traditionalist. He believes in the perennial philosophy, and he does believe in an absolute transcendent God, like all perennialists do. But he tends to shy away from using the word God, I think because of the connotations that now come with that in Western monotheism, I guess especially from the Christian tradition. And so he will tend to use words like the absolute or the transcendent or higher reality, much more than that. But, you know, this guy, Gelly, says that he was much more open about God in private, obviously among people that understood his teachings better. But whether or not he was a Sufi doesn't really matter, because as Evola was a perennialist, he was a traditionalist, and he had great respect for Islam, and that's something that kind of shines through in this, because again and again Evola talks about the regeneration that will come of Islam, and again he warns that the West and liberalism is not a force that can stand up to Islam, and this seems especially relevant today. You know, he talks about Ataturk and his drive to modernize and secularize Turkey, and many times he mentions this idea from psychoanalysis that if you repress something, it comes back in a stronger form. And he promises this with Turkey. He promises that they will again become more fundamentalist in their Islam. Perhaps we're seeing that now. He promises that even in Scandinavia, with the welfare state and feminism and it being a beacon in social democracy, that always under the surface is, the Viking spirit. And again he promises that these forces can't be held in check. He even mentions, in one interesting part of the book, he mentions the Uyghurs in China, and he promises that the undoing of Chinese communism ultimately will be those spiritual forces of Tibetan Buddhism and Islam. And he specifically mentions the Uyghurs as a people that are carrying a perennial tradition and have an attachment to their race.